What's going on, guys? So today we are out here at Explore USA RV Supercenter in Corpus Christi, Texas, and we're going to take a look at this brand new, really cool Silverstar from Open Range. This is a very cool floor plan if you have a large family. It's got a lot of interesting design cues and things that you may like. So hang tight, I'll be right back. Okay, before we go any further, let's take a look at the numbers on this unit. And by the way, they have this thing jacked up super high in the air up front. But reaching up here, this has a gross vehicle weight rating of 13,500 pounds and a cargo capacity of 2,163 pounds. Rides on twin 6,000-pound axles, and it has E-rated 16-inch tires. So this specific unit is something that I would personally recommend, you know, at minimum you put behind a 1-ton single rear wheel truck with the appropriate payload capacity. If you look at your door sticker on your truck, it should probably have anywhere between 3,200 and 3,600 pounds minimum in terms of payload capacity to be able to support this. You're likely going to transfer about 2,000 pounds from the actual RV's pin box to the back of your truck. So you want to be sure you have that plus enough capacity left on your truck to be able to support the actual hitch, as well as any supplies, people, cargo you have in the truck. So just keep that in mind. Ideally, for such a large, tall, long fifth wheel, I'd recommend a dually, but you could get away with a single rear wheel truck. Has a Rhino box up front. Basically, it has a big 6-inch tubular beam that runs across the front that this is all tied into. It allows them to go with kind of a different design for the front pin box while still giving you a more rigid frame overall. This has the JT strong arms, which are kind of stabilization for your landing gear and your legs. Anyways, we're going to hop inside of this unit, then we'll come back out and take a look at the outside. This is the 364 BHS. Stepping up these LCI solid steps. All right, let me pan around quickly here in the living room area so you can see what it's all about. Has one huge slide right here in the kitchen living room space. This is kind of a combined kitchen and living room area versus, you know, a clear delineation between the two. You have a little desk space right here. You could also use this for a coffee station or just put your keys if you want. Nice cabinetry with glass centers to them. This looks like it's probably going to be a closet or a pantry. Very nice, very good size. Love the contrasting tones. Nice white door with the really dark trim accents, more white cabinetry. This is actually really nice. You have this Furrion upgraded refrigerator. Check that out. So you got these wooden shelves inside of this cooling area, which is really nice. I mean, it's a very trendy looking refrigerator, to be honest. And this is a traditional 110 refrigerator. And you got your freezer down here with these interesting little drawers. They really went out of their way to give you a very modern retro style refrigerator in here for sure. Taking a look at the island, nice big stainless steel single basin, upgraded fixtures, lots of drawers here in the island. That's kind of cool right here. A little place for your trash can, I believe. Everything's really nice in here, and again, I love the contrasting tones. It looks really nice. You have your Suburban 3-burner gas stove up front as well, plus you have this little drawer below it, which really looks nice. Makes it look more like a residential style unit. You have a high point microwave right here. Some more cabinet storage right here. This unit has an MSRP of $91,117. Give you all the information here. Length 39 foot, weight unloaded 11,337 pounds. Very cool, and all your capacities as well. Gray water capacity 115 gallons, fresh water 75 gallons, black tank 80 gallons, 60 gallons worth of propane with the two 30-pound cans. Very cool. Again, a lot of storage in this unit. Let's walk around this way so you can see this very toy hauler style sofa here, which turns into a bed as well. You have your two little mounts here for tables, so you can use it as a dinette also. You can actually use the island here as a bar as well. So if you put some stools underneath here, you could easily have some more people sitting here. So you do have a lot of entertaining space in this living room area. I'm not a big fan of these huge sofas. Again, it's kind of a toy hauler design. Plenty of light coming in from the window. I usually like it broken up a little bit with a love seat, some theater seats, some things like that. But this works. I mean, it's practical and functional. Fireplace here, nice little surround to that. Shelf up here to be able to put some things. You have your TV mounted in place, and you have a Furrion sound bar. Has some nice decorative trimming going around the slides. Looks very nice. So here is a door that actually takes you back to the rear bunkhouse. So this is a standout feature here. So really nice bunk area. This looks to be a full-size bed, and then above it you have a really cool kind of loft bunk area that also looks to be full size. So you have some cabinet storage there, some wardrobe storage down there. You have some more storage right here. Really nice ladder that takes you up to the loft area. Plus in here, you're gonna have a half bath, porcelain toilet, separate entry exit so you can get in and out of the RV. So basically if you have some kids that are dirty playing in the sand, they can come in through the bathroom here and clean up, as opposed to going through the front main entrance and tracking in a bunch of dirt and sand. Nice cabinet above the toilet. You have your mirror in place. They probably could have put a medicine cabinet there. Swinging door here. One thing I just found out that I don't really care for is the gap between the door and the stairs isn't that bad, but you really need to grab by the door handle, because I grabbed by the door and I just pinched my knuckles in there. So I'd prefer if they would have spaced this out a little differently, or maybe even gone with the ladder that's kind of collapsed in a little bit. But yeah, that hurt a little bit. But you can grab the handle right here and open and close the door, which is really the preferred way of doing it. You have your TV backer on the wall right here with your cable connection, so the kiddos, whenever they're in the bunkhouse, can watch TV. And you have some nice windows that surround this area, so you have a lot of natural light that's coming in. All right, let's work our way up to the front and see what the bedroom area is all about. Right here, you're going to have your travel link. It's basically your smart control system for all of your lighting, your slides, things like that. And this one looks like it's more designed to be able to control your slides as well as your leveling. Stepping into the bathroom. Okay, so this is all one slide from here over, and your vanity inside of the actual bathroom space is on that slide. Porcelain foot flush toilet. This is going to be your space for your washer and dryer, which is pretty cool. Here's your dryer vent and connections down there. Very nice. Nice size shower stall. It is a two-piece shower. They probably could have gone with slightly more upgraded faucet fixture shower head in here. A lot of people swap that stuff out anyways. Stepping in so you get a little bit better view. First of all, this shower door is interesting. It does radius out slightly, and it's this kind of a shower curtain material here, but it's functional and it works. Nice little ring here to be able to put your towel over. This slide is not completely out, mainly because they probably are just trying to navigate this around this parking lot, because you can see part of the Schwintek slide mechanism right here. So this would technically go out probably about 6 more inches. Nice solid surface countertop, undermount plastic sink in here. It does have a nice little faucet right there, and an interesting storage area above the sink. So in lieu of a medicine cabinet, they gave you this huge storage space above the sink. And the storage under the sink is pretty decent as well. You have a sliding door right here that takes you into the bedroom space. A lot of wardrobe cabinetry in here, and this is all in the slide as well. One of the reasons why they were able to maintain kind of a semi-reasonable length to this fifth wheel is because the bed is faced front to back versus coming off the side. So in a lot of fifth wheels, the bed comes off of this side right here, and it requires the fifth wheel to be much longer overall. But you shave about 3.5 feet by moving it like this. And what you also gain is the fact that you have this really nice window here, you have that nice window right there, and then you have the 2 side windows, so you get a front-facing window. This is a queen-size bed. Some nice nightstands on each side of it as well, and you have some blackout blinds, which is the reason why it was so dark when we first stepped in here. You have your air conditioning unit up here as well, and everything is ducted. This also is wired or ready for a 4G LTE Wi-Fi gateway, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, let's step outside of this unit and see what the outside's all about. Okay, so starting from the front, this again has the Rhino pin box up front. This runs the electronic auto leveling system from LCI. It's the level up system. It uses the JT strong arms to help stabilize everything. Basically, once you lock those in place and it's all tight, it makes it for a much more rigid kind of frame chassis, and it makes it just less likely to rock around when you're walking around the interior of this. All right, so you have an interesting propane setup here. Looks like you have propane cans on each side. So instead of two 30-pound cans, it's going to have three 20-pound cans. You have two on this side and then one on the other side. What is nice about this is you can swap these out at pretty much any gas station or Lowe's or Home Depot versus, you know, going to a specific spot to fill up your tank. So that is nice. They have relatively thin baggage doors, but they do feel dense and heavy, so they've kind of gone with a heavier duty material as opposed to a thicker material. This is your basement storage. It's not huge for this type of fifth wheel, but it's not small, so you definitely have enough room, I think, for most folks. The framing area is all kind of covered up, so you don't have exposed bath deck beams. And then you have a little pass-through right here if you want to get wiring from the inside to the outside, such as power for a TV or things like that, because you have some power and cable connections up here. Then looking underneath, this rides on a, looks like a 10-inch I-beam frame front to back, which is fine because, you know, this isn't a terribly heavy fifth wheel, so they could get away with that. It says all cable-driven slides on it. 3-year structural warranty. Coming back here, this runs the Dexter Easy Flex suspension. So this is essentially their suspension that has that big rubber bushing in the middle of it, which gives you the ability to dampen some of that road jitter, keep it from getting up into the chassis. It does have the reinforced shackle hangers, which I do really like. Though it does have some relatively thin shackle straps, they are greasable, which is really nice. This runs Rainier ST tires. Here's the back leveling for your ground control 3.0 system with the JT strong arms. You have the flip out step up front, and you have an aluminum fold out step back here. This is going to be the outside kitchen in this unit. Let's see if it's open. Again, relatively thin baggage doors, but they are dense and they feel pretty sturdy. You have a griddle that's included, outside sink, and a micro refrigerator, plus some power out here. This is a really nice little outside kitchen. I like it. Coming around to the back, all LED lighting. It is wired for a Furrion wireless backup camera. It does have a full walk-on roof. However, it does not have a back bumper, but they do give you a 2-inch receiver. Because there's no back bumper to put your sewer hose in, they'll usually give you a sewer hose tube up somewhere right there. So you have a sewer hose tube right there. On this side, you're going to have some storage, and a good amount of it. So this certainly makes up for the front basement storage area by giving you this storage back here. Really, really nice. That's a great place to be able to store some folding bikes or extra gear. And I like where they place it too. Here's all your sewer connections down here. Another cable driven slide on this side, which isn't surprising. Most of the slides on these open ranges tend to be cable driven. Coming around this side, outside of your furnace, this is going to be your water control panel, and I love the fact that they put it in its own little separate bay. Very, very nice and clean. All your connections are here, very well labeled. I do like that, and I like how they seal it off. Plus, you know, if you have any water that comes out, it's going to drain out the bottom. Very nice. Schwinn-Tech slide right here. Like I said, it's not fully pushed out. It still has about 6 inches to go if they wanted to put it out completely. And here's the other side of your pass-through storage. Here's your auto leveling controls right there. Nice strut arms. The reason they put this on strut arms as opposed to a door is because you have a slide right here. And then your other propane can is right here. Very, very cool. Anyways, I'd love to know what your thoughts are. It is also wired for Furrion side view cameras as well, which is becoming more and more standard. You're seeing that on a lot of RVs now. But again, I'd love to know what your thoughts are. Please leave a comment below. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.